Hi there. This is a video to walk you through your first assignment for quarter four. We are going to start using a program called Geogebra. And Geogebra is a software that allows us to do a lot of really cool things. So a couple different ways on how you can get there. I will always have a link in your Google Classroom. But one of the other ways you can get there is simply by Google searching GeoGebra. So that's Geogebra. Hit enter, and it'll be your first option. It's www.geogebra.org, and I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And it'll take you to this page here. Now, this is your start page, and it's important that we bookmark this website. For what we need to do. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bookmark that, make sure I can access it anytime I want, and I don't have to type it in every time. The next thing I want you to do is sign in, okay, and we're going to sign in using our Google account. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and choose my personal, or not my personal, my school account, and we're there, okay. Now, the next thing I want you to do is to click on the button Start Graphing, okay? And so what this will do is this will take you to a graphing calculator. And this is similar to what we saw or what you'll see in Desmos. So this is just another tool that you can use for Desmos, okay? So, and we're going to start using this more so than Desmos because GeoGebra has a little bit more to offer. Now, once we're in here, I want to go in and I want to click on the main menu button, okay? And there's all these different things that we can do, but I want you to go to the Apps button, okay? The one that has the GeoGebra symbol, all right, which is these like this pentagon-shaped looking thing. All right, so click on the apps, and right now we are in the Graphing Calculator app within GeoGebra. What I want us to do is to click on the Geometry button, okay? And that will again open up a new tab, all right? And this is where we're gonna work, okay? This is what we're gonna do today for our assignment. So let's make sure you're clicking on the same buttons I am, but as long as we're in GeoGebra, the geometry portion, we're good. So from here, I want you to click on the settings button. And from there, I want you to show axes, and that will put an x-axis and a y-axis on your screen. And then let's go back to settings, and I want you to show the grid, okay? And let's click on the major grid lines. Okay, so what we have is basically we have some graph paper, okay, on our screen. Okay, and for our basic tools of geometry, we have points, lines, we can make segments, we can make polygons and circles. For right now, all we're going to do is we're going to plot a few points, and then we're going to pretty much create a figure, and then we're going to get out of here. All right, you'll send it to me and we'll be done. So your point, let's click on this button here. All right, and what this does is it allows you to plot points on this graph. Now, what want you to do is I want you to plot the point 1, 1. We're going to call that point A. I want you to plot the point 1, 5. We're going to call that point B. And then I want you to plot the point 4, 1 right here. Make that point C. All right, so you've got these points here that you've plotted on the graph, okay? And then what I want to do is create a polygon, okay? And so within that polygon, I'm going to start at point A, and I'm going to click on all the points in this, on my graph to create a figure. So point A to point B, point C, and then back to point A. And what you've created is you've created a triangle here, okay? And so that's the first thing that we've done. And let's go in here to more, okay? And you've got all these different things that you can do, and you can play around with this, you know, once we've done this. But I want to use the measure buttons, okay? And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to measure distance, okay? And so what I can do now is I can measure the distance between 2 points, all right? So I've got point A to point B, and that distance is going to be 4. Now notice how the AB equals 4 pops up, and it's kind of like in the way right here. What we can do is we can always go back to the move button, and that button will allow us to move this length over and put that there. All right, and I'm going to click away from that so that that's not. And we can put it here. All right, there we go. All right, and you can edit that, you can delete that, change the colors, whatever you want to do. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click distance or length again, and I want you to find the length between points A and C. Now we know that length is going to be 3 because it's 3 units away, and I'm going to move that so it's not directly next to it. Now the question is what's this length BC, okay? And the cool thing is that I can go in here and I can measure that distance between B and C. Now this one we can't readily notice because it's a diagonal, okay? And we can't count the spaces to get there, all right? But what I know is that BC is actually a length of 5, okay? And so I'm gonna click the move button and put that over here, all right? So I've figured out the lengths of my figure, okay? The next thing I want to do is I'm going to find the area of my figure, okay? And so all I have to do, and this will kind of help you here, whenever you click on anything here, it will actually kind of give you instructions on what you should do. But I'm just going to click on the actual triangle itself, and what this does is it tells me that the area of this triangle ABC is an area of 6, okay? And I'm going to put that there, all right? So that's all I want you guys to do, is to create this triangle with these specified points. Now the other thing that we can do is go over to here and go over to the algebra portion, okay? And what this will do is it will tell you all of the things that you have. So you should be able to click on these and it should tell you what each of those lengths are. For segment B to C, this is kind of the algebra that's involved, and it tells you all the things that you've done, which is kind of cool. So, all right, let's go back to our tools. And at this point, the only thing that I want you to do now is we're going to put in some media, all right? And I want you to put in some text. So on this, I have ABC, which is our text button, and we can just click on a button anywhere on here, and it's going to prompt us to put some text into this. So I'm just going to put my name, which is Joe Police, okay? I want the date that you're doing this. Today is the 21st. So whether you're doing this on Wednesday the 22nd or Thursday the 23rd, doesn't matter. But that's what we've got going on here. And then I want to title this, and this is going to be Math Activity Day 1. All right. Can't think of anything else to name this, but I'm gonna do these all by days, okay? So that's all I want you to do, okay? You can change the, I think you can come in here and change the text. Apparently not. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna click OK. Oh, seems to put it there. But in any case, all right, I want you to put this text in on your screen, okay? And so, it'll snap to certain points if you want it to. It doesn't really matter, okay? So we've done this, all right? And at this point, what you guys have done is you've created this file. Now, the next thing that I want you to do is go back to your main menu, okay? And I want you to save this file, okay? And we're going to give it the title. And we're going to call this the day one assignment. Okay. And we're going to save this. Okay. Now, the next thing that I want you guys to do is to share this. Okay. So I'm going to click the share button. And what you can do is you can now create a link to this, okay? And I want you to go ahead and copy that link, all right? And that will copy it to your clipboard. And then when you go into your Google Classroom assignment, you're going to put that link into the Google Classroom assignment and then turn that in, okay? So make sure that you've done all of these. Please reach out to me if you have any questions about what to do. But let's go into Google Classroom real quick. I'm going to show you how to put that assignment in. Okay, so now that I'm in Google Classroom, this is just a practice course for me to show you how this works. But you'll see this, your assignment in Google Classroom. Okay, and all it wants you to do is to submit a link for your GeoGebra assignment. So I'm going to view the assignment. Got it. Okay. And my work. Okay. And so what we're going to do is you're going to come in here, you're going to hit the plus button. So add or create, and then you're going to submit a link. Okay. And if you need to go back, here's this, here's your assignment here that you were at. And let's go back, make sure you hit the share button, and it's going to share a link. So you'll copy this link and then come in here, and then you want to paste that link, add your link, you're good to go. And then once it's done loading, all right, go ahead and turn that in, okay? And that's all you have to do. So please let me know if you have any questions about this. And, your page here will probably look a little bit different, but just want to make sure that you understand how that works. That's all you have to do. And then I will return those items to you when I'm done grading. So thanks a lot. See you soon. Bye.